Hey, what's up, guys? Good to be back with you again, and it's time for us to go out and beat Colorado State again. And this is part of the complaint that I had here at the beginning, which is that we're so much better than some of the other teams here in this conference that, like, I know what's going to happen here today. I mean, there's really not much of a way that we're going to lose this one. Of course, if we do lose, it'll be big news, and then I'll have some sort of great title to get more people to watch this video. But chances are that we're probably going to end up completely dominating them once again. They just don't have what they need to compete with us, so we'll see what happens. Aldana kicks this one off over to Martin, and we hold on to it here in the very beginning. And Bowden knocks this one forward, and unfortunately he can't find his man, and this is knocked backwards by Colorado State. Colorado State's in 5th place, which is okay in this league of 10. I mean, you have to make that adjustment, right? That would be the equivalent to having a team in like 11th or 10th place in a league of 20. So that's kind of what you have to think of this as. And Silvis is able to intercept over to Martin to Son Hyun-taek. Son Hyun-taek passes forward looking for Daly, just can't quite find him. And it looks like we've got this ball back. It's with Martin now. Passes it forward looking for Aldana. Aldana was offside anyway. Matt Williams goes back and gets it, and he's going to cross. And there is the cross to Martin. And that was knocked over and away by the defender, and that will lead to a corner. So we have something going on here in the very early going of this game, 5 minutes in. Garcia with the corner. He's looking for Doe, and that one ends up being knocked out for another corner for BYU. So we'll take it from the other side, and it's going to be who? Bowden? No, Garcia again taking this corner. He's had to run quite a bit, run one way, run the next, and it's Silvis here at the end who has it over to Garcia. Garcia moves backwards with it over to Martin, lumps that one forward for Silvis, who has a shot on it from a really strange angle and almost scores. Still no score here in this one, and that was a pretty interesting decision for that shot from Silvis. This is a little bit earlier when Williams had that cross. Well done on the cross, but unfortunately the defender was right in front of Silvis, couldn't quite score. Martin brings this one down now to Garcia. Garcia looks forward to Silvis, and we have a break. And here comes Silvis with it. Silvis will pass forward looking for Daly, finds him. Daly passes down to Silvis, and his header looks like he shot it with his foot. I think that was a header. I've been talking about this before. The animations sometimes do really weird things. There's the cross, and it is a header, and the header has more on it than the cross did. And I'm like, was he have like a steel plate in his head or something? I mean, that's kind of odd. Not the first time I've ever seen that one, really. You'll always see something new, no matter what it is, no matter how bad the matchup is. You'll always see something new in Football Manager. Son Hyun-taek with it over Aldana to Martin. Martin over to Bowden. Bowden brings this one down. It goes back to Martin, who has a shot on goal from that, and that was a busted move, and he got a shot on goal from it. So there you go. In American football, we call that a busted play. Body language is still calm and composed for everybody as they're trying to get something done. Bowden with the free kick back to Martin, and it's knocked back, or to Aldana rather, then it's knocked back to Martin. Over to Silvis now, and he looks forward to Bowden. Bowden has Aldana there, and there's his header, and I think he's onside. That's the big question, and nobody's even claiming offside. And that was a goal for Aldana. I didn't catch a glimpse of how many that is this season for him, but it's quite a few, and he's got quite a few left to come as long as we stay with this save. Bowden with the good cross, and Aldana just sort of stands there and does a little swan jump and gets it knocked in, and that's it. And it's 1-0 BYU about 20 minutes on. And there was a little note below saying that Evan Bowden might have fouled his defender. I didn't really see that anywhere, but I wasn't looking for it. Bowden knocks this one forward, looking for somebody or other, and is knocked backwards. Aldana with it now. Lumps it forward for Bowden. This is what we do, and he's tackled, and there is no penalty given on that one. And I don't know about that. That looked like it was potentially a penalty. Silvis takes this off of his man over to Doe, then to Gallagher, then to Matt Williams. Matt Williams with it over to Martin. Martin forward to Aldana, who decides to take a shot from way out of range. Wasn't it Martin who scored a shot like that the other day? Someone like that scored it. I can't remember. Maybe it was Meza. One of those guys did. We just lumped the ball forward, take it off of them. Here's Aldana. He's going to score. No, he is. That ball was a little bit beyond him. He was not fouled. He slipped, I think. And either he slipped or that ball was just a little bit too far out in front of him and he couldn't quite get to it. It's with Chris Gallagher now over to Silvis. Silvis down to Son Hyun-taek over to Martin. Martin to Garcia. Garcia back to Martin. Beautiful pass, and it forces a good save. Daly goes on the other end of it, grabs the rebound, and it's over to Silvis, who again has one of these headers. You're like, how did he get so much force on that header? I'm not quite sure what happened. Let's see what part here they're showing us. And yeah, it's going to be this beautiful, beautiful move getting Martin in there, and it forces a good save by Lam Jiawei. And that was definitely what we like to see. Still 1-0 BYU. I don't think the Colorado State has had any sort of actual attack in this match. Daly with the throw in, and over to Silvis, back to Daly. Daly lumps this forward as a cross, and it goes back to Matt Williams. Matt Williams with it now. He puts a move on his man, and he's left wide open. Over to Sun Hyun Tech, back to Matt Williams. It's like they know that we're going to cross it. It doesn't really matter. Silvis with this now, and he knocks one up into the 6th row as usual, and it is out for a Colorado State goal kick. Gallagher able to get onto this one, and it goes to Williams afterwards. Matt Williams passes back to Gallagher, so Matt Williams has been all over the place here. Silvis with it now, and he sends it back to Gallagher, back to Williams, and here he is again. Knocks this one forward looking for Garcia, and it's back to Williams. Williams with it again, and does a little dance over to Gallagher, and Gallagher is going to take this up the middle himself. Nobody's even close to him, and there's the pass to Bowden, and that's knocked out for a goal kick. Not too bad here in the early going. We're near halftime. Garcia knocks this one forward over to Doe, and this goes out again for a throw. Bowden with an excellent job. He needs to learn how to round the keeper there instead of just sort of like hitting it first time. If he rounds the keeper, I think he's got a wide open shot on goal. Daly over to Bowden now. Bowden down to looking for Martin, and it is intercepted, but it doesn't matter because we win it right back. Thank you, Gallagher. Over to Sun Hyun Tech to Silvis, back to Sun Hyun Tech, over to Gallagher. Sun Hyun Tech, by the way, another yellow card. He's going to get suspended again before long. Aldana now with this, and he rounds everybody, and unfortunately he's offside. That was off the top of the crossbar and went down and almost went in. And so we are at halftime now. It's still 1-0 BYU, and let's see what we have coming up next. We have had a lot of shots. I am very happy. I'm just going to take a quick look here. Nope, no need to change anybody. We just keep going into the second half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So this is Colorado State with the ball now, and they lump this one forward. But Gallagher is able to get onto it and knock it back over to Sun Hyun Tech to Garcia. Garcia's got Aldana, and he didn't see on the other side he had Bowden, but it goes to Garcia, then to Martin, and is knocked out for a corner. Aldana didn't see on the other side. I think it was Bowden who had a much, much better angle, and he just didn't see him. And this is a corner that's knocked over to Doe, and he can't quite get that shot straight. But wasn't really such a bad idea, as you can see. I mean, if he just sort of straightens his head and looks over towards the goal and knocks his head that way, then that would have been a goal. I think he was a little surprised to get that on top of his forehead. And the Colorado State has won this after this free kick, and they're looking for a counter attack. And then, fortunately for us, the counter attack is just knocked straight back to Korn. That was really poorly done by Colorado State. I mean, it was totally ridiculous. Doe with it over to Daly now. Daly has it, brings it up forward, right side. Daly again. Daly moves forward and passes this across to Silvis. Silvis over to Bowden. Bowden back to Sun Hyun Tech. Lumps this forward, looking for Daly. Can't quite find him. Now it's with Daly again. And, it's lumped back by Colorado State, but here is Martin with it. Martin lumps this one forward, and he finds Bowden, and, Evans should have scored that. This is the thing that drives me nuts about Bowden, right? He gets the ball in these, excellent positions, and you're thinking, he's going to score, and then he doesn't score, and I don't understand why he didn't. They should have scored. I mean, there's no question. He should have scored here. We'll take another look at this really quickly. Martin with it, lumps it forward for Bowden. And, I mean, he needs to score there. The shot's not even on target, right? The shot is off to the side and would have hit the side netting. And instead it forces a save, which wasn't a bad thing for us necessarily. But, I mean, he needs to score. He needs to learn how to straighten himself up and how to take a shot. Matt Williams with an over to Sun Hyun Tech, over to Silvis. Silvis lumps this one forward, finds Aldana. There he is. And, I was about to say that's number 2. But unfortunately, he misses everything, and it kind of goes across the mouth of the goal. And, of course, as usual, there's nobody there, and this ends up being a goal kick for them. Aldana, though, did a very, very good job to get in front of that one and get on top of that. And let's see what we have next, as we're just about to the 60-minute mark. Nobody really looks all that tired, which is funny because we had a bunch of matches here in a row, and I guess our guys are well-rested. Silvis with it now. Silvis back to Doe. Alpha Doe has it, and will knock it forward. There it goes, looking for Aldana, and he has another one of those headers. He was offside. He was offside by about a foot or two. And let's see what happens next. I can see that it looks like Gallagher is getting tired again. He's the only one who gets tired. None of these other guys get tired. I don't know what they put in the water out here, but we don't get tired too often. Silvis with it knocks this one forward to the edge of the goal, and the Colorado State goalkeeper decides to make the save, even though it's not really required. Williams knocks this one down to Martin. Grant Martin with an out back to Matt Williams. Matt Williams has it, moves it up himself over to Silvis, and Silvis takes the shot again and forces the keeper to make another good save. And so that's what we've been doing. We're just peppering the goal with shots, and here is a corner by Colorado State, and they could tie it here. Vela will take this one, knocks it forward, and Corrin is able to jump up and grab it. Fortunately for us, Corrin is a good player. He's a good goaltender, and so we'll let him do what he does. Throws it out there to Alpha Doe. Alpha Doe takes us up himself. Alpha Doe now over looking for Silvis, and it's a bad pass. That, unfortunately for us, is one of those things that Alpha Doe does from time to time, and this is where we have kind of a problem with him and the way he's been playing. Not bad enough to get him kicked off the team, and of course we have nobody else for him, as luckily that shot goes over everyone's head. But, that wasn't a really well-timed pass, was it? Garcia now with the corner, and he's going to lump it forward, and he does, looking for Doe, and unfortunately Alpha Doe just cannot corral that and get his head down onto it. I tell you, Doe wins so many of these headers. If he could just figure out how to head the ball in the goal, and he's done it before, but if he could practice that a little bit, we'd be doing just fine. Here is Alpha Doe again, and he's going to lump this one all the way back to Garcia. Garcia with it, and see if he gets a good cross. And there's the good cross to Aldana, and everything just goes straight through him. That ends up being a free kick. Aldana was offside to begin with. I don't know why they allowed play to continue for that long if he was offside right at the start. Garcia is injured, which means that we're going to take him off here in a second. Gallagher cannot win the corner, or the corner of the header. It's with Coutinho over to Batorussi, I think was his name. And Matt Williams finally is able to clear it just about, and he does. Over to Garcia, who is limping, and we're going to have to take Garcia off. Garcia passes to Aldana, who moves backwards and then passes it forward for Daly, and Daly knocks this back to Aldana. That's going to be a free kick, and we are going to have to put Benitez on, unfortunately. I don't like Ciro Benitez, but you know how this save is. Because of the rules, we have to keep guys like Benitez on, or we have to play them from time to time because we simply have nobody else, and if I don't like him, I can't sell him because we can't buy anybody. We can't even sell him. Right, so there you have it. Aldana missing his second goal of the match. Should have really been able to put that one into the back of the net, especially from that position. So I have very, very little sympathy for him. It's Colorado State with a goal kick, and they lump this one forward yet again, and Gallagher goes back and gets it over to Bowden, then back to Alpha Doe, down to Daly. Daly with an O over to Martin. Martin will lump this one forward for Benitez, who looked like he was asleep, over to Daly, and then to Aldana, who just walks it in. And somebody must have been offside somewhere, maybe, but they're not going to call it. I guess the ball was in front of everyone the whole time, so it was okay. But, yeah, this is, what kind of pass was that? And Benitez doesn't even know what he's doing. Then he knocks this forward for Daly, and then Daly finds Aldana. Fortunately for us, the defense was as surprised as our offense is. I'm standing here. I'm pretty surprised that any of this happened. I'm thinking, what in the world are you guys doing? You need to pass the ball to the player that is open instead of lumping the ball where there's just a bunch of green space and hoping someone will get to it. 2-0 BYU. Aldana with 2 goals. Doe passes to Williams to Sun Hyun Tech. Over to Bowden now. Bowden down to Daly. Daly looking for a shot himself instead of crossing to Aldana. He forces a save and heads off the crossbar after the save, and we have this corner. Bowden lumps this one forward, looking again for Doe, and it goes back to Gallagher. Gallagher knocks this back to Daly. Daly with it, and that ends the highlight. And we just have a few more minutes left here. And looking for Aldana, I think there. Couldn't find him. Silvis with it. Knocks it over to Daly. Daly knocks this forward again, looking for Aldana, and can't quite get it to him, but is Gallagher winning it back over to Daly, down to Alpha Doe, and that is the end of the match. BYU has won this one 2-0. They had 1 shot on target and 3 shots overall. I think that their so-called shot on target was that lumping shot from midfield that Corrin went up and grabbed. I don't think that was actually a shot. Pretty good game so far. Hope you enjoyed this. See you tomorrow with more. Bye.